Alright, first let me start off with saying while I don't think Infinite Warfare is a good Call of Duty, I don't think it's as bad as everyone says. Let me say that straight off the bat so there's no confusion. I am saying that it is not horrible, but it is not good at the same time. Now, the Infinite Warfare beta has came out. It's over now. We got about 2 more weeks until the Call of Duty next Infinite Warfare comes out, I believe November 24th, but November 4th. And people have been talking about their opinions on Call of Duty, and it's kind of sad to say that I am actually very disappointed to say that I mostly agree with what they say, with their complaints and what they think is wrong with the game, what they need to fix. So I'm basically here to basically give you my opinion of what's wrong with the game, what's good about it, and what really needs to be improved. So let me start off. This is going to be a rant style video, no cuts, no edits. So outside of the video maybe, but outside audio wise there are no cuts and no edits. So basically I'm starting off this video by saying, let's start off with the good. The good in Infinite Warfare, it looks great. I love how everything looks. It looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking game. It looks fantastic. It really does. The terminal looks great. I like terminal. I don't know if it's the best map that they remastered. It's not the best remake ever or anything close. It's a decent remake. I wouldn't say it was good. It's kind of weird playing it on Infinite Warfare. It seems like it just kind of doesn't fit, but outside of that, it looks great. The guns are balanced. From what I played with, the guns are very mixed. I wouldn't say that I am leaving out variants because that's coming in at a totally separate time. But outside of that, the guns are pretty balanced. I feel like I could use almost any gun to a certain extent very well. I won't say very well, but to a certain degree, very good after playing with it for a bunch. So I would say the guns are pretty balanced. There's nothing that like ultimately melts you outside of maybe like the K-bar or something. That gun actually might just melt you. Outside of that, the movement system is a lot like Black Ops 3, which I don't hate Black Ops 3. I don't love Black Ops 3, but it's a good Call of Duty, so it's good that, if there's any place that it's taking its movements from, it's going to be Black Ops 3. I think Black Ops 3 has a more balanced movement system than Advanced Warfare. While I don't hate Advanced Warfare either, I actually rather like Advanced Warfare, despite everybody else hating it. I believe that the Black Ops 3 movement system was just better suited for just anyone. I don't like people jumping ahead of you, jumping all over your heads and stuff. So that part is good. Specialists are back, and I am going to put this in both the good and bad category because there is something I just need to get off my chest about these things. So yeah, there's the good. There's the good part. Guns are okay. That's kind of sad. I didn't really have much to say in the good category, did I? What else could I say? Unique. I don't really know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and let's just move on to the to the complaints, which actually is a surprise, a much longer list than my good category, sadly. And that's that this game is not very fun to play. I say that with in mind that most of these Call of Duties I can play for hours at a time. I can play just non-stop for hours and hours and grind out and try new guns and have fun all the time. Whereas on this game, I kind of just, I don't know, it kind of bores me in a way. And, I'll play it for maybe an hour or like 45 minutes, and then I'll start to get bored. I'll start to get bored. I'll think about doing something else. I'll think about going to play Modern Warfare campaign just because, Modern Warfare Remastered back. And that's kind of sad to say when your new game is coming out and your old game is about to outsell, technically, is going to be outplayed but then your new game. It's actually really sad to hear that because honestly, I can already tell you guys right now I'm going to be playing a lot more Modern Warfare Remastered than I'm going to be playing Infinite Warfare, and that's just because, one, I love COD 4. Second, COD 4 just feels better. Like, even playing the campaign felt better than just the multiplayer in Infinite Warfare. And that's really a sad thing to say. It doesn't hold my interest a lot, and that's one of the big things for me is can you hold my attention? Audience retention to me is a big thing in a lot of things, and honestly, it doesn't really hold my attention too well. I get bored of it. It feels like I'm playing Black Ops 3 all back over again, which is probably why it feels almost no different, and that's going to be another complaint. I gotta say, honestly, this game it actually it feels like Ghost 2 with jetpacks. Quote me on that. It feels like Ghost with jetpacks on. I feel like I get insta melted in this game. Like, honestly, I won't say insta melted. Not as bad as Ghost. Ghost was ridiculous. Like, you take one shot at a guy and they die. But I'd say it's the time to kill on here is extremely fast, and let's not say extremely, because extreme is where I put Ghost, but it is very fast, and it feels like I could get insta melted very easily. I just don't feel like I can win a lot of gunfights. It feels like if somebody looked at me first, that's the end. Like, but that's something that can be fixed. Like I said, I'm trying to be constructive. I'm trying to get points on like what you can do. Like I said, the beta's coming out, so I'm only giving my complaints now for what's wrong with it. Another thing is quickscoping is way too easy in this game. I am not the greatest quickscoper in the world. I'm not the greatest sniper in the world. I enjoy sniping. I'm okay at it, I would say, but I'm not great at it. And I will document myself down as it. I used to quickscope a lot in Black Ops 2, maybe. That's probably the only game. Well, okay. Black Ops 2 and MW2. That's the games I probably quickscoped the most in. Outside of those games, I never really quickscoped too much. I quickscoped a little bit on Advanced Warfare and Ghost, and a little bit in Black Ops 3, but that game, I don't know why. None of the snipers feel too strong to me in Black Ops 3. But one of the things is that I feel is that, honestly, the snipers in what is this game called? Infinite Warfare. See, there's so many warfares, I'm getting lost. But the snipers in Infinite Warfare, Jesus Christ, it feels like, I think it's that because of the aim assist that they have, but sniping is way too easy. I'm watching people with no skill just hit me out of nowhere. Like, clearly gunfights that I should win, and I'll just get quickscope. Now, I know the whole thing is, oh, but wait, they have the blue thing that pops up when you aim down sights, and wait, but your minimap goes away. I don't care about whether or not your minimap goes away. Regardless of that, it's just way too easy. It seems it's like it's on the Black Ops 2 level of easy. Like, people can do it if they just want to. You know what? I want to rush. What am I gonna use? A sniper. Let's use a sniper to rush. Like, what? Who uses a sniper to rush? In this game, it's plausible. It really is. The Widowmaker, the KBS longbow, the EBR, all these guns are actually viable rushing. They're actually viable rushing guns. Like, I'm not even joking. I rushed with the KBS longbow on terminal consistently, and I would destroy people. I had some great gameplays that I wish I had recorded, but I wasn't able to because I was out of town. But it was ridiculous. The snipers in Infinite Warfare are on a whole nother level of stupid. Like, these things are, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what's the easiest thing I could. It's so easy. It's kind of like a math equation. It's like if somebody handed you 1 + 1. It's like you look at them and, like, you'd feel insulted. It's like, how dare you challenge my intelligence? I of course know. A sophisticated man like myself knows that 1 + 1 = 2, of course. And it feels like that every time somebody's like, so can you snipe in Infinite Warfare? It's like, oh, my good man, of course I can snipe. It's like, it's too easy. It's simple. It's almost like it was built into your brain when you start sniping. I've watched people who have great sniping gameplays who are, no offense to the people who I watch, horrible at sniping. It's sad. It's really sad to see. So honestly, sniping needs to get fixed. It's the beta. Maybe they'll fix it, but they need to take the aim assist off immediately. Another problem that I see as well is with these rigs, and this is one of the biggest problems I have with this. Rigs, to me, just don't make sense. The simplified version of Specialist in Black Ops 3, it made sense. Everything fit well. You get one Specialist ability, and that's it. It's over, okay? But with this Specialist abilities, these Specialist abilities are ridiculous. It's like you get a Specialist ability, you get a Specialist weapon, and then a Specialist ability along with that Specialist weapon. It's like, you can run faster, and you can run like a cheetah, or you can shoot this black hole portal gun, and you get your streaks turned into support streaks. Let alone, although it costs like 5 times as much, it's still support streaks, which is a problem. And those should never be brought back. Others are like, you can you get 10% more. I don't know, 10% more on your streaks and stuff like that. It's like, it's just too much. It's complicating something that should have stayed simple and just stayed the way that it was, with you choosing a Specialist weapon or a Specialist ability, and that should have been it. Not all this crazy stuff that is going on, and they don't even give you backstories like you got in Black Ops 3, which was actually really cool. Black Ops 3, I kind of wish that they would have brought that into Infinite Warfare, but they didn't. You don't care about any of these guys. These are all just giant gun wielding, crazy weapon having nobodies. That's it. That's really it. It's like you're watching a Michael Bay movie. It's just a lot of explosions. You don't care about any of the characters, but at least everything looks cool, right? No. In fact, that would probably be my entire analysis of this whole movie. It's a Transformers film. It looks cool. All the stuff looks beautiful, but it's just a horrible mess. It's a horrible mess. I wouldn't put it on the level of maybe like a Transformers 4 or Transformers 2, but it's bad on the inside, but it's visually appealing. You know what I mean? This game looks great, but the core aspects of this game just don't really work. And another problem that I have, it's a pretty severe problem. This is always going to be a problem though. It's the new gun variants. Now, I thought I didn't like the gun variants in Advanced Warfare, which I actually kind of did at the time because it was cool. It was new to us. It was kind of like the CS:GO things and the League of Legends packs that you get. It was kind of cool. It was like, oh, okay, so now we're becoming more, like other games. We're innovating. The way Advanced Warfare's guns, the gun variety worked, it made more sense to me than the way this works. It's because with Advanced Warfare, you would get positives and negatives to at least attempt, and let me say that to be clear, attempt to balance the guns out. Just like, so that way the base variant can always look viable. So, you get +2 damage but -2 fire rate, or you get +3 fire rate and -3 accuracy or something like that. It would make sense. It would balance the gun out in a certain type of way. There would be weaknesses to the guns and strengths to the gun, except for like the Obsidian Steed. But besides that one, you would have different aspects of the guns. It would make more sense. It balanced it out in a way. I will say in a way. With these guns, there seems to be no, and I mean zero downsides to getting any of these special guns. All of these come with benefits and no downsides to balance it out. So it kind of makes it look like even more of a pay-to-win system. At least with Black Ops 3, you didn't have variants, you would just get guns. And even if you didn't get those guns, it was like, oh well, outside of the Marshall 16s, I didn't think anything else in these supply drops were overpowered in Black Ops 3. However, a lot of these things that I'm seeing in Infinite Warfare, these guns look unbalanced. You get special abilities like, oh, you scramble their UAVs when you get nearby. Oh, it reduces idle sway completely. Oh, this one, if you use all your bullets, it completely reloads the magazine. Oh, if you get a headshot, it completely reloads the magazine. These things don't make sense. I mean, they're cool looking, they're cool sounding when you hear them. It's like, oh, that's pretty neat right there. But when you think about it, the game, it wouldn't be balanced. It's not balanced at all. There's no balance to it. You just get benefits, something to screw around with everybody else. Meanwhile, what's the point in ever using the base weapons? There's no point, ever. There's no point, because there's no balance. You clearly want to go use the better versions of the weapons. There's no point in trying to use any of these there's no point in using any of the base weapons when you get all these benefits with all these other type of weapons. And it's going to make you want to spend more to buy these elite and legendary and grandmaster weapon variants. I don't really know. I don't remember what they're called, epics and stuff like that, I think. But it kind of shows more of the pay to win system Activision is trying to push you towards. And it's honestly, it's truly a problem to me because I see no balancing in it. At least in Advanced Warfare, they had a type of balance. This has no balance at all. At least in Black Ops 3, there were not weapon variants. You would still use the base gun. And even if you didn't get any of the guns, oh well, there's none of them were too special outside of the Marshall 16s. But none of them were too special. So it was like, oh, well, life goes on. It's not too bad. But in here, it seems like you have to use one of these base weapons. Otherwise, you will lose these gunfights. No contest. At all. So I just don't see the logic in this. I don't see the logic in any of these things going on with Infinite Warfare. Another problem is it's still with these, I don't know, this movement feels a little more awkward than Black Ops 3. I know it's kind of derived from the same way. It just, I don't know, it feels weirder in this game. I don't know. Maybe that's just a personal nitpick. It just feels a little less unnatural. People are still jumping over my head, which I can't stand. I can't stand being in a gunfight where I'm clearly winning, I've got 3 bullets on a guy, and he jumps over my head and shoots me on the back. I can't stand that, man. I want to kill that guy. Well, I mean, not literally, but in the game. So, and I hate that. I hate getting, people. I will put 3, and this might be lag compensation, but I had pretty good Wi-Fi where I was at, like really good Wi-Fi, and I would put 3 bullets on a guy, and he would turn around and shoot me dead, just insta melt me. And I would just sit there like, how did that just happen? What is going on? What just happened? And I wouldn't know what to say. I'd be completely speechless. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd put my controller down, and then I'd smash it with a sledgehammer. No pun intended for Call of Duty. And then I'd walk away because I wouldn't know what to do. And honestly, there's just so many things wrong with Infinite Warfare that I'm nervous. This was the beta. They couldn't even get their beta right. They barely got their beta to run. I see videos where in Infected, where people can't even tell who the infected is because everybody looks like an enemy. I don't know if that's a hacked lobby or not, but they have some bugs. They have some clear bugs in this game. Some issues to work out. And overall, it's just really just not a fun game to really play. I played it a lot because it was a beta and I wanted to grind and get hard, get further than everybody else. Outside of that, I was really wishing that the Modern Warfare multiplayer was already out, because that's all I was thinking about while I was playing this game. I was like, man, when is the COD 4 remastered multiplayer coming out? I can't wait. Or I was like, I can't wait to see what Infinite Warfare Zombies looks like. But that was it. I wasn't caring about the multiplayer. I didn't care about anything else. Even when the gameplays I was watching, I would listen to like videos and podcasts under the gameplay just because the gameplay bored me, so I need something else to keep my attention. That's actually very sad to say for Call of Duty. Now, while I don't think it's a great Call of Duty, in fact, it might be like the bottom 2 for me, right there with Ghost. It's not the worst Call of Duty. It's not a horrible Call of Duty. It's not even a horrible game. But overall, it's a boring one. It's not very interesting. We've seen it all before. It's basically Black Ops 3 with... It's like a bootleg version of Black Ops 3. It's like the version that they sell you at barbershops, or that's that one guy selling you off the road. It's like, hey man, you want a Black Ops 3? I got it. Oh, it's only $5.99. All right, $5.99. It's totally Black Ops 3. Trust me, it's Black Ops 3. Just take it. And he slides it over to you all shadily, and you just slide him over the $5.99, and then he just disappears into the night. It's really like that. It's a bootleg Black Ops 3. It's not as fun. It's pretty much the exact same, except that it's nowhere near as fun. It's not the quality fun that you got in Black Ops 3. It doesn't feel as cool as Black Ops 3, and that's a sad thing to say. And hopefully they can fix it up before the game comes out and it ends up being a little bit more fun. But right now it just kind of feels like a generic space game, and hopefully they can change that around. And I'm already waiting for COD 2017, because rumors have it that it's a Vietnam Call of Duty, and that sounds awesome to me. So let's just try to get through this COD cycle, and hopefully we can return to great old boots in the ground next year. So with that being said, guys, what do you think of Infinite Warfare? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you it's alright, or it doesn't matter? Are you going to play Battlefield 1? Let me know down in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to read it and get back to you guys. See, I'll try to debate you down in the description. And yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give my opinions. It is my opinion, and I can't change it. That's just how I feel. It wasn't, when the beta ended, I was just like, oh, okay. Usually when a beta ends, like last year when the Black Ops 3 beta ended, you were like, no, why? Oh, man, I really want to play this game. How long is it till it comes out? Okay, only a couple weeks. Okay, I can make it. Or only a couple months. I can make it. It's okay. It's all right. I'm good. But this, when the beta ended, it was like, oh, okay, cool. It was like life goes on. Okay. All right, moving on. Let's go play campaign, Modern Warfare 4 campaign. That's more fun. And I really do hate to say that, but that's just how it is. So I can't wait till Modern Warfare Remaster comes back out, and I can play with my P90 again, my favorite gun of all time. And yeah, so here's to another year of Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not dead, so don't say that. That is not true. Call of Duty is still like the #1 selling game every year it comes out, so we can no longer make that judgment anymore. And yeah, that's it, guys. So with that being said, guys, I hope you, if with that being said, guys, I hope you leave a like and a comment. Of course, make sure you did the drop, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And yeah, so like I said, make sure you leave a like and a comment. Of course, make sure you did the drop, that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, like more pictures. Make sure you follow me like it's dog on Twitter, but don't actually stalk me. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. I try to live stream as much as possible. I'm trying to live stream on YouTube when I can. You guys can even go donate to my Patreon. That is down in the description. That's patreon.com/TrueSmithCraft. You can donate $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion, or just a penny. It does not matter to me because you know as well as I know you do not have to. So with that being said, guys, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Like and comment, of course, drag that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.